Yo, 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 what's up, guys? I saw this video today and I felt like I had to watch it with you. Let's check it out. Warcraft 3 Reforged Tragic Confrontation. Now, the reason we're gonna be watching this is because this was made by a YouTuber called Medit_Drakes. You can see right here, Medit_Drakes. And I don't know how long he needed to make this, but it was made 3 years ago. Maybe like a month after the cinematic was unveiled at BlizzCon. 1 or 2 months, perhaps. So it didn't take him that long, and he's one guy. And yet, it is better than the original.
Glad you could make it, Uther.
Watch your tone with me, boy. You may be the prince, but I'm still your superior as a paladin.
As if I could forget. Listen, Uther. There's something about the plague you should know.
So the one on the left is a trailer that they showed as a proof of concept of what Reforged is going to be looking like. It is made in person, uniquely made with much better looking models, the lighting is better. But the way that these Reforged cutscenes are made, the way that all Warcraft 3 cutscenes in-game are made, is by simply rendering all the characters as they move about, as they actually look like in the game. And then they just zoom in. And that's how all the cutscenes for the original Warcraft 3 were made. They used triggers. They used the actual model that was used in the shipped game. And they didn't make a cinematic like they would do for WoW or something. It's not its own cinematic. It's using the game engine, if you understand what I'm saying. So the one on the left here, the way it deviates is that in 2018, Reforged didn't exist yet. So it wasn't possible for them to render it in-game. So they made something that looks much better than it actually ended up looking. And it's part of what like pulled the wool over people's eyes, how it felt scammy. Because this kind of fidelity that we see on the left here was never reproduced. And the one on the right is a lot more artificial.
Oh no. We're too late. These people have all been infected. They may look fine now, but it's just a matter of time before they turn into the undead. This entire city must be purged.
What? How can you even consider that?
I love how immersive the one on the right is. The actual one we got. You see each person from the back without any facial expressions, so that the lack of facial expressions doesn't need to be examined.
There's got to be some other way.
Damn it, Uther. As your future king, I order you to purge this city.
You are not my king yet, boy. Nor would I obey that command even if you were.
Then I must consider this an...
I will say the sync is slightly off. I guess they did a little bit of condensing or stretching for one or the other, so that the timings aren't the same. And that's again indicative of the different methods and technology that were used to create each one, because the one on the left doesn't have to worry about in-game triggers that says move character A to point 2 and move character B to point 1. They don't have to use those triggers, so there's no awkward timing. It was all fluent and fluid, whereas even the original Warcraft sometimes had like this weird artificial delay before a character moves because they had to wait for in-game triggers and make sure that it all syncs up. So if you're wondering why the left lip sync isn't correct, it's because they used the lip sync for the right one for this comparison video.
act of treason.
Treason? Have you lost your mind, Arthas?
I will say, no matter which one is better, I feel like both, like the left one looks pretty good graphical fidelity, but they both are kind of soulless in a way. Like, I don't think they are very exciting, emotional, or good storytelling. We would have been impressed by these graphics and ignore the rest in 2002, perhaps, but it's not good storytelling with what we're used to these days.
Have I? Lord Uther, by my right of succession and the sovereignty of my crown, I hereby relieve you of your command and suspend your paladins from service.
Arthas, you can't just...
It's done! Those of you who have the will to save this land, follow me. The rest of you, get out of my sight.
You've just crossed a terrible threshold, Arthas.
Jaina?
I'm sorry, Arthas. I can't watch you do this.
A part of the reason they couldn't use the sync from the left side is, of course, because these annoying streamers are talking over it. Now you're gonna see a one-person made cinematic. Tell me which one moves you more emotionally. Music.
Your father ruled this land for 70 years, and you've ground it to dust in a matter of days.
Very dramatic, Uther. Give me the urn, and I'll make sure you die quickly.
The urn holds your father's ashes, Arthas. What? Were you hoping to piss on them one last time before you left his kingdom to rot?
I didn't know what it held. Nor does it matter. I'll take what I came for one way or another.
It's not actually the same cinematic, right? But, yeah. This is not the same cinematic as the one in-game. It's a different story, but you can see the quality difference.
Remember, Arthas, we are paladins. Vengeance cannot be a part of what we must do. If we allow our passions to turn to bloodlust, we will become as vile as the orcs.
Yes, Uther.
So good.
I dearly hope that there's a special place in hell waiting for you, Arthas.
We may never know, Uther. I intend to live forever.
Does he end up living forever? Here's the original. Let me see if I can summon it. Of that scene.
What the hell is that?
This crude contraption will allow you to transport the remains of our master.
I can't believe that we ever called you brother.
Am I hearing ghosts now?
Steal a very special.
Is this the original? Yeah.
Like,
It's at
Dust
the
in
end.
a matter of days. Your father ruled this land for 70 years, and you've ground it to dust in a matter of days.
very dramatic, Uther. Give me the urn, and I'll make sure you die quickly.
The urn holds your father's ashes, Arthas. What? Were you hoping to piss on them one last time before you left his kingdom to rot?
I didn't know
I
what
love
it
that
held.
laugh.
Nor does it matter. I'll take what I came for one way or another. No one has come around. Tread lightly.
The Dread Lords cannot be trusted.
There's another really good video he made. It's a meme on the. It's a meme on the opening cinematic.
Glad you could bake it, Uther. Watch your tone with me, boy. You may be the waiter, but I'm still your superior as a chef. As if I could forget it. Listen, Uther, There's something about the plaguette you should need. Oh no, it's too late. These people Aroni have all been infected Anana. They may look al dente now, but it's a matter of time before they turn into the undeadable. What?
What?
This entire citrella must be peeled. How can you even cook that? There's got to be some other way. Damn it, Umami. As your future chef, I order you to broil this city. You are not my chef yet, Boyardee. Nor would I obey that command if you were. Then I must consider this an act of seasoning. Seasoning? Have you sauced your mince, Arthas? Have I, Lord Umami? By my right of succession and sovereignty of my crown of roast pork, I hereby rehydrate you from your commandard and suspend Aroni your pepperoni from service. Arthas, you can't just... It's done. Those of you who have the will to taste this flan, follow me. The rest of you, get out of my kitchen. You've tossed a terrible salad, Arthas. Jaina?
I'm sorry, Arthas. I can't watch you cook this.
So good. You should check out his channel. He makes some stuff about Overwatch and World of Warcraft and Heroes of the Storm as well. But he uses music I can't use in those, so can't watch it. Oh. Here's one from Young Yea. We don't see much of Young Yea in the Warcraft 3 scene, but he did cover Reforged quite thoroughly because, you know, it was big gaming news. And Reforged was such a disaster when it came out, reputation-wise. By now, you know, it's fine. People don't really remember. That you must be wondering what the reputation hit is on Blizzard. You know, Blizzard went through a number of controversies. The sexual assault, harassment suits, right? They had the Hearthstone problem with Taiwan. The casters that were fired and then unfired. And they had the Reforged debacle. Plus all the negative press they got with Diablo Immortal. So you'll be very happy to hear that Activision Blizzard reaches fiscal highs in Q4 2022. Of course, it could have been even higher without... It could have been even higher without some of these problems. But clearly, none of it matters. And what kills me is they probably knew that none of it matters. Or at least not enough. Isn't that crazy? That, like, despite everything that happened, ABK is celebrating the best quarter ever. Ever. Of course, world population and gaming maybe keeps growing, so growth is normal and is to be expected. Anyway, here.
Glad you could remake it, Uther. Watch your budget with me, boy. You may be my employer, but I'm still your superior as lead software engineer. As if I could forget. Listen, Uther. There's something about Reforged you should know. Oh no. It's too late. These players have all pre-ordered the game. They may look fine now, but it's a matter of time before they ask for a refund. This entire Classic client must be purged. What? How can you even consider that? There's gotta be some other way.
No, they did purge the Classic client. I still remember when I went to BlizzCon and met Blizzard and stuff, and they were talking about they're gonna make both clients in one. I feel like someone more suspicious or paranoid would have already understood what that meant. To me, it sounded like a good thing, because all I wanted was one big place for the game to be celebrated and enjoyed by everyone. Accessibility options, you know, easily able to start games with friends, which in the old Battle.net for Warcraft 3 was difficult. You had to go to your modem settings, open the router, port 6112, didn't work, can't accept friend requests, can't accept party invite, and then search arrange teams together. Custom game joining was hard. So accessibility up, a possible new graphic settings, possible new audio, but also able to stay with the old, but all integrated in one client. But I bet many people that had their old CD didn't expect that all they had was a CD that held a temporary license to the game and the ability to go online with it, because unifying everything in one client, I guess it would have been fine if it worked perfectly. But with the problems it brought and the deprecated features it brought, killing the old client was kind of sucks. You can have the CD from 2003, put it in, install it, update it, and it'll tell you cannot go on Battle.net, right? You have to install the 30 megabyte, sorry, the 30 gigabyte client of Reforged. So I didn't immediately see through that, but I mean, I learned from that as well. Not like I could have done anything to change it.
Damn it, Uther. As Activision Blizzard, I order you to purge Classic. You're not the real Blizzard anymore, boy. Nor would I obey that command even if you were. Then I must consider this an act of treason. Treason! Have you lost your mind, Arthas? Have I? Lord Uther, by my right to work law and ownership of Warcraft IP, I hereby relieve you of your command and suspend your developers from service.
Arthas, you can't just...
It's done! Those of you who have the will to reforge, follow me. The rest of you, get out of my sight. You've just crossed a terrible threshold, Arthas.
Jaina?
I'm sorry, Arthas.
I feel like he could have been more original with the lines. I'm sorry, Arthas. I can't log in to BNet anymore. Oh, classic. I'm sorry, Arthas. I can't log in right now.
I can't watch you do this.
Refunding not possible anymore, by the way. Activision Blizzard reaches big highs. Up 2% from 2021's quarter 4. 389 million monthly active users. Very nice. I should have bought stocks a long time ago in Blizzard. Did you see Witty's rendition of Reforged Overview? I know, we can watch it next time.